Moving on to the fifth and race number 5 at Happy Valley on Wednesday night. Class 4 again, 1,200 metres the trip on this occasion, headed by Shamport as a last start course and distance winner. Maboob, 6 starts this season, all 6 times has been in the top 3. Dashing Grace was last on debut, that was behind Good For You. Super Alliance has run up on his last 2 starts, behind Good For You last time out. Victory for All, 3rd behind Amazing last starts. Wood on Fire was 6th in that race. Adonis gets the cheek pieces on for the first time, a 2-time winner at Chartin this season, down to Grand Harbour, the 9-year-old who's won 6 times in total, but he's 0 from 12 course and distance here at Happy Valley. Shamport and Super Alliance is the horse that have been on the move in the last month.
Speed here should be good, and we'll see our 2 leading riders, Joe Moreira and Zach Purton, go head-to-head here. Joe Moreira on Super Alliance is from gate number 12 and Zach Purton on Maboob from gate number 2. They won't go mad in front, but they'll be up there, both of them. Island winner, he's got a few gear changes, pacifiers coming off, cheek pieces being reapplied. Adonis, it could be a tough run for him. Wood on Fire, this is Charisma gets in with the blinkers on for the first time, so could sit handy. And Victory for All has got an awkward gate at gate number 7.
Shamport goes nice enough here. Now he's a last start winner. He was always a bit of a gunner, this horse, but this season he's come out and won twice from his 5 starts, so he goes really nicely in his work, and definitely an improved horse this season for sure is Shamport. Super Alliances, now he goes nicely. Victory Mastery was an emergency for this meeting, didn't get in, so ignore him, but the one in front there, Super Alliances in the black and yellow saddlecloth, goes nicely. He's close to a win as well. A nice second from him last start, Super Alliances. And down the back straight, Adonis. Now, if we go back towards the very start of the season, he looked good at the start of the season. He's been up a long time, this horse, and still gallops okay down the back there.
All right, OK, let's start off with Victory for All, who was a massive price last time, but ran well, hit a place. His jockey, Grant Van der Kerk.
Grant, Victory for All, at around $90 last time out, a hugely improved performance from him. What do you put that improvement down to?
Not sure really. I had no confidence going into the race, but Micho did say he was working well. I sort of just gave him a chance from that draw, and he finished his race really well. So I don't really want to change too much with him going into his next round. So I'll just give him a chance, and hopefully he can do the same. Was he a bit unlucky last time out as well? Yes, a touch unlucky. Obviously, in coming to the straight, there was not much room for me to make my run, but I had to squeeze through a tight gap. But he sort of got out there, and then I had the chance of I think maybe finishing a little bit closer than what I did. But I think after the bad bump, he just got a little bit wounded. But he's a horse that will come into the race with a big chance. The way that he finished off last time out, could he be a horse that stretches out over more ground in the future? Yeah, I think so. He gave me that feel that he could settle and he could go a little bit further. So sure. And just tactically then, even though you're drawn better, you don't want to change a recipe that worked somewhat last time out? Yeah, sure, but with the draw it does help a lot. You can be a little bit closer without having to chase. So I'll be a little bit closer, but as long as he's switched off, I'm sure he'll give me the same turn of foot.
All right, so that's Victory for All. Wood on Fire. This is Charisma, I think, was possibly an unlucky runner in that race as well.
Definitely was. He's the one that got chopped out and didn't get the gap when that horse Victory for All did. Now, I'm going to put this as Charisma in because with the blinkers on, I think he can run a bit of a race. I haven't put Victory for All in. He was a big price. He'd done nothing going into that race. I'd like to see him do it again.
It got quite tight and messy there over the final stages. I haven't quite managed to get him in this time round. Victory for All. I want to see if he can back that up.
All right, he was a big price. He's nothing like that so far, and he was about 4-1 at the moment. Victory for All. Maboob, very consistent. Maboob and Dashing Grace we take a check on here, but Maboob is still looking to follow up with that. One win so far back in November.
He's gone close though, isn't he? He's had a couple of seconds in the third. He's got barrier number 2. He drew a little bit awkward last time, but from barrier 2, he's going to get a nice run. He's going to get his opportunity once again. So, look, I've got him on top to do that because he's a very consistent horse that tries hard. Yeah, he's consistent all right. He was 3 wide in those early stages last time out, but I thought he went to the line pretty well, just run down late there, and he has since trialled.
All right, Shamport we can have a look at next. A last start winner. He's put 2 on the board this season as well, but he's got the big weight.
Yeah, he has. So he's got gate number 3. Vincent Ho sticks with him. He's gone from 7 into 3 here again over 1,200 metres. Went off at 4.3. You can see him down the middle of the track there, chasing home with California Rad, and he gets up in the shadows of the post here. Really did sprint strong. His best work late here. Whether he can make it 2 in a row, I guess, yet to be seen.
Yeah, I've got him in the numbers. You could have hit me over the head with a stick last season if I said that, but he's definitely a horse that's improved this season.
He has indeed. Super Alliance is the last one we'll take a check on here. Now, he's drawn barrier 12, but I think the map suggested he could get across.
Yeah, I think he can get outside the leader or even go on. I think between Maboob and Super Alliance, one of them will lead. They'll work it out. He's going well. It was a good second last time behind Good For You. A nice run once again, so look, I've got him in. You can see Good For You just bombed him late. He's
had a few issues, this horse. Ryder was concerned with his action, so he was late scratched on the 29th of January, and then he was scratched from a barrier trial because he was lame left front rather than right hind on this occasion. And a trial up at Chungfar, actually taking you further, came out of that trial and then bolted up and goes around later on in the night.
All right. Maboob, with his consistent efforts of late, Paul's our favourite.
Yeah, he's on top. Maboob, he's going really well this season, so I think he deserves another win. Now, this is charisma. We saw him in that gallop, that last run with Victory for All. He got chopped out of that gap at the same time, and I think if he'd got to the gap first, the placings would have been different. So I'm going to give him a chance here. He comes into the race. He's got barrier 1, Karis Teeton aboard, and the blinkers on for the first time. So he looks in good order. Super Alliances, he should get outside the lead, and another one that can run well. And Shamport, again, can he put 2 together? It's a question mark. He's had a good season. I wouldn't put it past him, but I've got him only in there for 4th. 2, 5, 6 and 1.
I'm going to settle with Super Alliances. I know he's had those issues and they look to be behind him now. He's had a quiet trial up at Chungfar. Joe Moreira wide stall. He'll probably sit up on the outside of Maboob, who has got that lower draw than him. So 6 to beat 2 Maboob. Shamport goes in. He'll get a decent run in transit from gate number 3. And this is Charisma. 6, 2, 1 and 5. I'd bank it to Maboob and then play around him for the trio.
All right, 6 and 2, that's my Cornella as well in race number 5. All right, 5 down, 8 race programme. That's the Class 4's done as well. We're back next with race number 6. We go up in Class A to Class 3.